Hey, what's going on? A little bit different style of a video for me. Obviously, people who are on this channel prior because of my podcast, they know pretty much only do podcasts. Today, I wanted to make a video a little bit different a little different style of video. I wanted to do a year in review or 2019 recap. A year in review. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. 2019 has been good to me. It's been a lot of fun. Learning some new things, doing some new things, both with SectorSix, my personal brand, I guess. I don't really know if I like the way that sounds, but just my personal projects and some other things that I've been doing. So I just wanted to throw together a quick recap of what my year has looked like. I also wanted to try a new style of video, and that would be this. Obviously, like I was saying, I do podcasts. That video is a different style, and then this is more like I don't know what kind of video this would be. So bear with me. Probably gonna learn this process a little bit throughout the way. So if it's a little cringy or it sounds a little odd, deal with it. All right. So 2019 was a big year. It was big for SectorSix. It was big for me. It was big for, like I was saying, my personal brand, my personal life. I did a lot of really fun things this year. Back in January, we started the process for SectorSix. We'll go through SectorSix first. So back in January, we started the process to create the 6 series. It's a new line curated to cater towards the traveling gamer, traveling team. So that way they could, look all uniform, not just on main stage, but at the same time at the airport, on the bus, in the Uber, wherever they were traveling together. If they're eating breakfast, they all look the same, but they're not wearing the same jersey that they wear day to day, or they have the option. Just another kit that we put together, something we were super excited about. It was a long time coming. The whole process was really fun. We got our first samples in. We did the back and forth of, well, ignore that buzz. That was annoying. We got the first samples in. We did the back and forth of minor adjustments here and there. It was a big fun process overall. I enjoyed the creation of it, of the production, the release video. That was one of my favorite parts of it. It was just seeing everything come together. From drawing to physical product, and then the release video. It was a really big fun process. Obviously, it wasn't a painstaking 10 months of us doing nothing but that. There was a lot of in between. There was a lot of, not delays, but as if you've ever worked on a project, there are things that are a little bit out of your hand. So that sets makes the timeliness a little bit longer than maybe we expected it to be. But we got the project out within the year. That was our end goal, and here we are now. It's a fun project. Outside of that, we did a little bit of travel this year. This was both for SectorSix and for me. I enjoy traveling. It's one of my favorite things to do. We had a couple events that we went to this year. Oh boy, I'm not good at remembering names of events. But at any rate, mostly Call of Duty events. We went to DreamHack June and July. We got to meet up with some of our current partners. Got to make some new friends, build some connections, and do a lot of networking and all those fun things. So that was great as well. Moved into a new office June 1st. I think June 1st we moved into this office that we're in now. It's been great for my creative flow. It sparked a creative interest in me. I feel like we're doing, obviously SectorSix is doing a lot, or we're doing the same thing that we were doing, but behind the scenes we're a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for? Apt to want to create. I don't know. It was a good move for us. Being in a new office was great for us. We have a lot of fun here. We enjoy being here hanging out with these gentlemen, the boys. So that's been a lot of fun. New office. We've been here 6 months. Just us. It'll be 6 months tomorrow. June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 7 months. I can count. As far as personal brand or like things that I'm working on, the I started my podcast this year back in May. That has been a lot of fun. If you're coming here not as a current subscriber of this channel, you know that I run a podcast. Interview interesting people in the esports space. We talk about pretty much everything esports. Lots of fun content there. But that was my first attempt at creating content, and it's been different. I was super apprehensive to get into it. I was really concerned that I'd get made fun of, or people would think that I'm not interesting, or I wouldn't get the views that I was interested in or I was looking to get. But once I was able to mentally put that behind me, I just started doing it, and now we're here, and it's probably right behind SectorSix with one of the things that makes me the most happy is from a work side of things, or from a business, or whatever, however I'm going to describe it. But it's been a lot of fun. If I could take anything away from this process, I would want to let you know to just don't overthink anything. Just do it. I wish I started it earlier. It took me 3 months to actually put the first episode out, or 2 months. But just do it. I've been living on this mental notion of just learning on the way the past couple months, and this video in itself, I was up last night. I couldn't sleep, and my mind was racing, and I just thought, all these people are doing 2019 year in review videos. I was going to type up this thing, but that's been my default for the past couple years. I don't really want to default to what I've been doing. I want to do something different. So today I set this up, got in front of this camera, and now I'm talking to people, which is really weird to me because I feel like I'm talking to myself. But it helps because I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder here, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, just whatever you're thinking about doing, do it. Figure out everything on the way. That's what I take away from my podcast scenario, and hopefully you can too. Some other personal things that we did this year that was super fun. I and the rest of the guys, we got I'll probably put a better picture in post here. It's not going to work. Got our tattoos done. Bear with me a little bit. It's really awkward to oh, that works. There we go. I'll probably put a picture in post. It's been super fun. I mean, it was super cool. This is something we had talked about for a while. And the conversation came up again. We were like, let's do it. A couple weeks later, went over to Denton and got our tattoos done. It was a lot of fun. Good bonding experience for the three of us. I'm super happy with it. I know the other two guys are super happy with theirs, so that was pretty cool. Next on my list of personal, exciting things that happened, I had gotten engaged back in April, and I think 6 days before we got engaged, we brought home one puppy that turned into two puppies. Not because it split and became two puppies, but we originally were supposed to take one and give another one to a friend, and then that didn't work out. So now I have two puppies, and I'm super happy that we have two because they are the greatest dogs in the world, and I love them very much. But Alyssa and I have been dating for 7 years. I don't really get too much into this personal side of things from a public standpoint, so this is not big for me or anything. It just it's not as well known as probably the SectorSix stuff, but we had been dating for 7 years. I started dating in high school, and I told myself if she ever moved in with me, I'd ask her to marry me. So we moved in together, and now we're not married, but now we're engaged. So it'll be fun to plan this wedding, to say the least. I started streaming again, tried to start streaming again. I've been really consistent with it. It's been something that I don't know if it's really my forte. It's not something I've given, or I am giving up. It's just something that I need to, I guess, revisit, figure out what content or how that strategy is going to look. I don't know when that'll be revisited, but it's been fun. When I do stream, I have a lot of fun. I like interacting with people. Over the past 18 months, I really figured out that I really, really enjoy talking to people, whether that's through content through is content the right word? Through channels like this, or on Twitch, where I'm talking to the chat box, which are obviously people, or if I'm on phone calls and meetings or whatever it is. I just really enjoy talking to people versus just not. I guess I don't know, something about talking gets my creative juices flowing. It gets me excited. So it's been a lot of fun. Or it is a lot of fun when I am able to stream. But I guess my hiccup on the streaming side of things is I have this mental all over the place kind of attitude of this like personal content strategy that I'm trying to put together. I don't really know what I want it to be. Right now it's basically consisted of clips from my podcast, and just interesting tweets that either might trigger some people or get people thinking or be somewhat motivational or things like that. I'm looking at, you know, getting more consistent with things like that in 2020. I'm hoping to do more videos like this if I enjoy the process of this. You know, if I don't enjoy it, I'm not going to do it, but I figured I had to try it. I'm already 14 minutes into recording this, and it's been super weird for me. Like I said before, I don't like talking to nothing. It's confusing, but we're getting there. Did I cover everything? Oh, no. Well, so that covered SectorSix. That covered my personal goals and aspirations and like what I've been working on. And then I guess that's 2019. From a public standpoint, on the kind of more quiet side of things, I have been working personally. I've gotten a few people involved to certain extents. I have a couple new ideas of things that I want to do, both in the apparel side of things, both in esports and out of esports, multiple things. And then I'm focusing, or I'm trying to focus a little bit more on photography. It's always been an interest of mine. I have a camera that is way more expensive than I should have for what I do with it, and I want to utilize it more, hence why I want to try this video thing and taking pictures. I really enjoy taking pictures. I just don't do it enough. So 2020 is looking to be a lot more of that, hopefully. And then I said apparel. And then I am working on starting or putting together the foundation for building a media and advertising agency. So that's been a lot of fun. It's been a learning process throughout the way. Obviously none of this is super public or like at the point where I'm doing literally anything with it. It's all foundational work. It's all putting together brand identity in my head. Half of these would-be companies don't have logos or anything like that yet. It's just an idea, some friends, or some are with, or just by myself, and a concept, and I'm putting it together. But it should be a lot of fun. Once one of these things starts to take off, I'm excited to get the ball rolling, or just kind of, you know, ride that wave and continue this entrepreneurial journey that I'm trying to put myself on. So my goals for 2020, I'm not really a huge New Year's resolution type person, but this all kind of came at the same time. So, you know, with this year ending the way it did in such a positive way and being such a good year for me, I'm hoping to turn next year into another good year. And with that, I know that, you know, that could be starting another company that's semi-successful, or, you know, continuing the growth of SectorSix and what we're doing here, or working on my personal brand and getting that more established and more comfortable with me, or making the podcast double and triple in listeners or whatever. Like those are all things that I'm working towards. I don't have concrete numbers because I feel like having a number that could be out of your control shouldn't be a goal. I don't think it should be a goal to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't think it should be a goal to hit, you know, 100,000 downloads on a podcast. The goal should be that you're going to put out X amount of pieces of content. The goal should be, you know, you're going to get on the phone with 50 would-be clients this week, or whatever it is. Like that you can control. You can't control who's going to listen or what algorithm is going to affect your the reach of your content. So that's a big thing for me. You know, I don't really, like I said, I don't really have a concrete goal of how many X, Y, and Z subscribers or listeners I want to have involved in what I do, but I do know I want to get more active and involved with what I'm doing, whether that be the podcast and doing a better job promoting it, or doing a better job of, you know, being more consistent with getting guests on and not waiting until the last minute. That way it's a better experience for everybody. Or obviously SectorSix, the the only thing I want to do is continue to grow the company there. But the other things that I'm working on, just getting them off the ground and just figuring it out, and going back to what I was saying before of just learning on the way. And I think that's going to be my motto for at least 2020 and hopefully and beyond. I just, everything I want to do, I just want to not stop overthinking it and just learn on the way. And I think even in this 15 minutes that I've been recording this, it just makes it, once I got past, it's proof to me that once you get past the hump of, is this weird? Why am I doing it? It just becomes natural. And now I feel like I don't know. I guess I'm still just talking to a camera now that I'm thinking about it. It's weird again. But whatever you're interested in doing, do it in 2020. If anybody cares to watch this video to its fullest, leave a comment below and let me know what you're looking to do in 2020, and or what was your biggest achievement, your biggest brag, your oddest, maybe not oddest, your biggest flex of 2019. I'd be excited to see what people are proud of and what people are looking to do next year, and maybe we could do it together. Yeah, I think that is this video. I'm gonna go try and edit this and hopefully have it up tomorrow morning on the 1st. That's all I got. Happy New Year.